Hello students, now we'll move on to the next topic, string functions. Now C provides you the string manipulating functions, and that is being present in string.h library. And more commonly used string functions are, we'll discuss some of the string functions, library functions that are available in a string.h. So string cat, that is nothing but to concatenate two strings, and strchr, that is used to locate the first occurrence of character, and string compare, that is used to compare two strings, string copy, that is used to copy a string, and string len used to gets the length of the string, and string ncat means this also do the same functions like your string cat, but here I can specify the number of characters I need to concatenate. And string n copy, again here I can specify the number of characters I can copy. And string n compare, again it compares n characters. And str, here again it finds the first occurrence of your substring, right? You have some more functions also like str lwr, str upr, right, strrev. So all these functions nothing but here lowercase letter to convert it to a lowercase and convert it to an uppercase letters, and here it is going to return the reverse of the string, and all these functions are not going to be part of your standard C, right? It is available only in your ANSI C, and these are not available in your standard C GCC compiler. Now we'll move on to the functions one by one. So first we are going to see the string cat function. So already I told you the string cat function is nothing but it concatenates the two given strings, right? So here it is going to attach the source string to the end of your destination string. So in destination I have a null character, so that null character will be rewritten by the first character of your source string. Is that clear? So the source will be copied to your destination. No need to worry about this char star and all the constant and all, right? Constant, you know, it is going to be a constant one. So the char star and all you need not worry. It is going to be a pointer to a character, that we need not discuss it now, that we'll move on when we move on to the pointers, right? So just you see that it is going to copy the source to the destination, right? And the end of the destination means here I have a null, that null character, to the end of the null character I am going to attach my source, right? So str is right. Now we'll see one small example. Hash include stdio.h and hash include string.h, right? So since I am going to use the library function, I have included string.h. So int main, right? Here I have a two character array, str2 and str1, and here I have mentioned good morning, right? So now printf the source string. So first we'll printf what do you mean by a source string and what do you mean by a destination string. So this I am going to call it as a source, and this I am going to call it as a destination, right? So here string cat, this is a library function I am going to use. So str2 comma str1. So here what I am going to do, the source is being concatenated to your destination. So I am going to add str1 to str2. So what is my str1? When you see here, my str1 is nothing but morning. This morning I am going to add it to good. So after concatenation I am printing my string. So I am printing my str2 because this is going to be my destination. So I am printing my destination string here. So my output will be good morning. Clear? So it's a very simple. See, when you see, I have got hardly a minimum of 5 to 6 lines, right? So concatenation is going to be very easy if I use my library functions. But already we have seen how to concatenate, right? So in exam they will ask you both the cases, using your string library function and without using the string library function. So you should know how this string cat function is working, right? Now we'll move on to string character. Already I told you the string character is nothing but returns the pointer to the first occurrence of the character in a given string. So suppose if I want to find the character and I need to find out at which position it is present, then I can find it out with the help of my string char, right? And this is going to return the location where the occurrence of that particular character is present, right? Now this example we'll see later. Now we'll move on to a string compare. So compare is nothing but to compare whether two given strings are equal, or when one string is less or one string is greater, right? And it will compare the two given strings and return 0 if they are equal, right? And this is going to be case sensitive. If I have a capital A and small a, this capital A and small a are considered as different in case of your string compare, and both capital A and small a are not same. Is that clear? Right. Now suppose if the length of the string 1 is less than my length of the string 2, string 1 is less than string 2 in during comparison, then I will return my negative value. String 1 is greater, then I will return a positive value. I will tell you when it is going to be greater or lesser, right? So this is going to be the syntax. Again, don't worry about constant char and all. Just assume that my return value is going to be int string compare, and here I am going to take str1 and str2. I am going to take two strings, right? If both the things are equal, then it is going to return you 0 value, that is int. If str1 is less, the first string is less than the second one, then it is going to return you a negative value. When this string is greater than the second string, then it is going to return you a positive value. We'll see one small program for this string compare, right? And I already told you it is going to be a case sensitive. The small a and capital A are different characters in a string compare. Right, we'll take one example. Char city 20. Here I have declared a character array for a string. Here I have declared char town 20. And here I have Madras. Here I have Mangalore. When you see, the first two letters are same, right? M-A, M-A. But here I have a D and here I have an N, right? So D is less than N because the ASCII value of D is less when compared to the ASCII value of N. And this difference will be returned as a output from your string compare. Is that clear? And this will be in a negative value because it has a lower value and this has got a high value. This is going to be my string 1. This is going to be my string 2. So low, high. So it is going to give you a negative value. Whenever a negative value is being returned, it means that string 1 is less, string 2 is greater. Clear? Right. And now we'll move on to a small program where I have used all the three: equal, less, greater, right? So please check with this. Now a hash include stdio.h. Since I am using the library function, I have string.h, int main. I have 4 character arrays ABC. Here I have a capital C. Here I have a small c. Here I don't have a c. Instead of that I have d. Right? The result I am going to store it in int result. Right? So first I am going to compare str1 and 3. Now here both the strings are equal. So if I compare 1 and 3, I will get my result to be what? My result is going to be 0. Clear? Now again you compare other two letters. So here I am going to compare 1 and 2. So when I check 1 and 2, right? So which is going to be greater, small c or capital C? Small c has got a greater value than your capital C. So here I will, my output is string 1 is greater, so I will have a positive value. Now compare your string 2 and 4. So what is my 2? 2 is going to be AB capital C And what is my 4? My 4 is going to be a, b, small d. So here which has got my low value? Capital letters have got a low ASCII value than your small letters. So here I have this is less and this is greater. So when this is less, this is greater, I am going to have a negative value, right? Now students, whatever the program I am giving you or discussing, you please try at home, right? Even you have your mobile app, so you can try those programs whenever you are free, because programs is going to be very, very important for C language, right? Hope you are doing it. Now we'll move on to string copy. String copy is nothing but copy the contents of one string into another. So here again destination and source, don't worry about all these things. So here I am going to copy the source to my destination. It is not concatenating. I am going to copy the source to the destination, right? So copy the contents of str2 to str1. So if the destination string length is less, for example, if I have got less memory here than my source, then the entire source value won't be copied. So whatever the character space is available here, only that much will be copied to the destination and the remaining characters will be discarded. For example, if my destination is going to be 20, I have declared only a character array of 20, but my source string is 30. Then only 20 characters will be copied to this destination. The remaining 10 characters will be discarded, right? We will see one example now. Right. So this is going to be the example. Hash include stdio.h and hash include string.h int main. And here I have 3 character arrays, right? And here I am going to do the copy operation. So I am using the library function string copy, right? So str3 comma safe. So here I can give directly the string to be copied to my array. So here the safe will be copied to my str3. So in str3 I will have safe, and then I have used the string cat library. It's not string copy. So in string cat I am going to attach what? str3 to str2. String cat means what? Concatenation. So str3 will be added to your str2. So what is my 3? My 3 is going to be safe. Safe will be added to str2. So in str2 I am going to have stay safe, right? Again I am going to use string cat. Here I am going to add and to my str1. So again it is going to be a concatenation. So I can add and to my str1. So already in str1 I have stay home. With that I am going to add and. Again I am going to use string cat. In that I am going to use what? str2 to str1. So here I am going to combine my str2 and str1. So my str1 will be now stay home and stay safe. Clear? So now I am displaying the message using put s. Is that clear? So return 0, right? The remaining functions we'll see in the next video.